Hey guys, welcome back to, well, not back, but actually I guess, yeah guys, welcome back to another video. I only have one other video, and that is my trailer video. So this is my first real video. A little nervous, but as you can see here is my fish tank. This was actually in the trailer video for my last video. That was a thumbnail. And I just showed you guys a picture. But, yeah, so as you can see, that's there. And it looks pretty cool. As you can see, I've got this is actually artificial rock. It's a rock cave that I got from PetSmart for $20. I think 20. Then I have a piece of driftwood that is white pine, which is safe for fish. And I actually found that at a lake. It is a large lake, but I'm not going to tell you where, because that might, spoil where I live, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's a piece of white pine driftwood. It is actually a very nice piece of wood, and I did all the things you need to do to the wood to make it fish tank safe. So that is safe for them, and as you can kind of see, you can see there, some of them are eating off the little algae that grows off the driftwood, which is actually very good for the fish. And then over here, guys, by the way, a little disclaimer, all the plants that I use are artificial, just because I have never had a live plant, and I don't know if I can keep them alive. But here, I don't know if you guys can see, but literally right there, I'm touching it. That's a separate piece of plant. That's actually from this one. That one. It fell off, so I just drilled a hole into the piece of wood. There's a natural little opening there, and I stuck that in there. Makes it look more natural. And then over here, I have this giant plant. That was a $14 plant. It is tall, because as you can see, this tank is tall. It is a 10-gallon, but it is very tall. And I feel like it suits the tank well. And then over here, I've got that smaller plant that kind of is just behind the rock. You can't really see it when you come in or when you look at it, but, when I do a water change, I might rearrange it, but, yeah. And then I actually have, you can see the background on there. Yeah, that came with the fish tank. I just cut it out and sized it so that way I could put it on there, because I thought it looked kind of natural. And then I also got these rocks, which are natural stones. I don't know, I've never had natural rocks, but there was a huge bag of them. I still have more. I put it in my old fish tank. I escaped it, but I'm not using the fish tank, just so if I ever want to use the fish tank, I already have it pretty ready. But yeah, and then I have some of these are real rocks. These ones all along it, you can see, wrong way, right there, wrong way, right there. That is a real rock, same with all these other rocks in here, those are all real. I boiled them and made them fish tanks, fish aquarium safe, so those are good on that. And when I got these rocks, you definitely always gotta make sure you rinse them first, because if you don't, well, your tank is gonna be brown and your fish are gonna be dead. Just rinse your rocks. Rinse them nicely. Back here behind this plant, you can, I don't even know if you guys can see it. Enhance zoom. I'm kidding. You can't do that. But, yeah, there is a heater back there. Keeps the water at a nice 74 degrees. Most fish, that's their temperature that they like to be at. So it keeps the water at that instead of it cooling down. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little red light right there. That means it's running, and it just turned back on to make the water warm again. So yeah, and then as you can see these bubbles here, I have a bubbler underneath the rocks, underneath the thing, and you might be wondering, well, how is the bubbles coming out of here? Well, happy accidents. So I forgot that I had the bubbler strip in there when I put the rock in here, so the bubbles go up, goes along the top, and then comes up. So pretty cool, and it actually works pretty nicely. And then you can see it kind of like wrapping around the piece of driftwood back there. And then also, you might think this is a part of the bubbler, but it is not. That is actually the filter system. Wait, let me get this real quick. Okay, so this is the type of filter it is, an aquatic ultra quiet power filter for aquariums 5 to 15 gallons, and this is a 10 gallons, so it works. And then it has biotech advanced biology filtration, and then use with some weird yellow thing, so that helps house all the beneficial bacteria, and so yeah, that helps the tank. Okay, so you might be thinking that I sound super smart because I know a lot about fish tanks, but sorry guys, that's not the case. I know stuff, but I don't always put it to the use. So you might be seeing, I don't know if you guys can tell, but those are right there. I have green tiger barbs and tiger barbs. The green ones are the ones that are kind of like blurry stripes. See if anyone's coming out. Yeah, right there by the bubbles, kind of. Right there. And then by him, there is also just the straight up tiger barbs. And then I have red-eyed tetras, which are silver. Wait, let me do something. I'm going to feed them for you. You guys get the exclusiveness. I'm going to feed them for you. That way you can see them come out. Come on, guys. Come on. You'll notice it a little bit. Come on. Oh yeah, see? Now they go wild. So yeah, you can see up there, that guy right there with the weird looking tail. He is a red-eyed tetra, and I'm going to put up a picture. Yeah, so right there, you can see their black tails, and then their white, they have a little white kind of by the tail, and then right above their eye, they have that red, it's like on top of their eyelid, they have that red eye, so it's just why they're called red-eyed tetras. And then let's get a picture of the green tiger barbs. Bam. So now you can see that you can see that they have stripes, but they're not really super fancy. Not fancy, but they're kind of like blurred out stripes, and they're kind of like blue. Let's say they're more blue than green, but that's why they're called green tetras or green tiger barbs. And then I have the tiger barbs, which picture those guys are just, they look like tigers, and they are called barbs because that's the type of fish they are. I think they might actually be barbs because their like stripes are like barbs. I don't know what barbs are. I think they're like little spikes because like barbed wire. I don't know. But yeah, and then also I forgot to mention, but you might be able to see a little plant right there that is attached to this rock cave thing. And so yeah, yeah, there's this overhead light I can turn off like that. Now you guys see the light from the filming light. Get a nice view of my armpits. And then yeah, I showed you the filter. So yeah, and that's pretty much it about this tank. I did have a pictus catfish, a leopard pictus catfish. Put that up there. It's called leopard because you can see its dots. However, he died probably 4 days after I got him. No, 4. Yeah, 4. That at the time we didn't know, but our pH levels were very high. So when he died, we actually got pH. This is by the company A, or maybe that's a different letter from it. API. I don't know. I'm not a huge familiar person with this, and it's pH down. You can see the little arrow right there pointing down, and it says pH down. But it says lower aquarium pH for freshwater use, safe for fish and plants. So I don't have real plants. So I don't have real plants. So I just said it again. I don't have real plants, so I don't got to worry about that. but I do have fish on here, so I had to make sure that it was safe for fish. Although, I mean, what's the point of putting it in a fish tank if it's not safe for fish? What? Yeah, I think that's kind of stupid. I feel like everybody should know that. But, and I think this, for 10 gallon, for 10 gallon, I have to use 1 milliliters. So I got this little thing. So I wouldn't put that in your mouth, though. That's poison. I'm kidding. But, yeah, pH down. And then, when we got our water tested, and that's what they said, our pH levels were really high, and our water is really hard. But where I live, the water is hard. So we gotta fix that. But we are still currently trying to fix our water hardness. That's why this week I was hoping to make a video of me getting the fish for this tank. Well, the other fish for this tank. But I was unable to make that video because, I mean, the tank's not ready yet. But maybe next week, guys. I also got, because another fish died, my Pleco or Pleco, I call it a Pleco. Some people call it Plecos. But, he died. I think it's because he starved to death. This is a new tank. I did not wait to put fish in it, and I didn't wait to put fish in it. It was probably like a day after I set up the tank and got it, and it is a new tank, so I think that there wasn't enough algae or anything for him to eat. I know you're saying, well, Zach, you just said that the driftwood has algae on it that the fish were eating, and it does, but my Pleco, I think a lot of my fish swarm in that one area, so I think he kind of got scared and didn't want to go over there at all. So then he wasn't able to eat. So next time I get fish, I'm going to be getting Pleco food. It's like just bottom water food. So I think I might get another Pictus catfish and definitely a sucker fish because I need this tank cleaned. The water is already kind of dark, but I don't want to do anything about that because it's still being an established ecosystem. It's still working. But yes, so we got this because after your fish dies. So this is how it works. Fish dies, right? Ammonia levels spike up because when a fish dies, it releases a ton of ammonia. That's why you want to get your fish out of the tank as soon as possible. But my ammonia spiked up, so normally when your ammonia spikes up, there's a bacteria that'll start growing that eats the ammonia, but then that bacteria causes nitrite, and then another bacteria comes up and eats the nitrite, but then that bacteria creates nitrate, but nitrate is not nearly as bad for the fish, but your nitrite and your ammonia levels should be 0. But so it's kind of like a whole process. That's kind of what I'm waiting on right now. But to get the process started, I got some of this Tofin startup and maintenance. I don't know what this says. Nurturifying bacteria starter for fresh and saltwater aquariums. So this actually works for saltwater aquariums also. I do have a freshwater aquarium. I might get a saltwater in the future, but allows immediate introduction of fish. So that's actually a lie. Unless I think they're trying to say like it's fish safe. It doesn't have to like sit before you can put fish in it. So I think they're trying to say like you can have fish in it while you're putting this stuff in there. But so we put that stuff in there along with we did 25% water change with spring water and distilled water, 1 gallon of each. So it's actually more like 2% water change. But But yeah, so we put that in there, and I don't know, it's only been a day. Yesterday we put it in there, so it's cleared up a little, but my pH has definitely gone down a ton. My pH is now subtle, so I don't have to add any more of this stuff. I had to do 2 doses, and now it is perfect. And I think the spring water and stuff helps bring it down, and so yeah, that helped. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so today I also put in, I had this it's by the company Jungle. I'm sure you guys have seen this at like Walmart and stuff, or Myers, and basically any store. It's by the company Jungle. It's called Start Right. Conditions tap water. Removes chlorine, adds slime coat. So if you don't know what a slime coat is, that basically protects the fish from being attacked by other fish, I guess. I don't know. It just soothes them, and it helps keep them from not being like eaten from other fish. And you can see the tiger barbs are huge fin nippers. You just see the one nipping the other. They only nip at each other's fins, but they nip a lot of fins. So I'm hoping that the slime coat will help protect some of them from getting their fins nipped off. But and then it also says that it has natural aloe vera. I don't know what that means. But at the beginning of the tank, I should have put this in, but instead I put in this algae control. And you know what I didn't think of? I put this algae control in, and then I got a pleco fish to eat the algae. But if there's no algae because this thing kills algae, then the pleco is going to be competing with this to get the algae so it doesn't die. Which I think that maybe this guy won the battle and my pleco died because it didn't have enough algae to eat. Which is also another reason why I would be getting the pellets for it. The pleco would just eat the algae to help clean it up, but it would also be like a fish in the fish tank. I don't know. But yeah. If for my food I use Terra mini flakes, tropical flakes. It's a complete diet. There's less waste, and top/mild feeder. So this top/middle feeder, which might also have been another reason why my catfish didn't make it along with my pleco, although I think he eats poop. Because this is flakes, obviously it'll sink a little, but holy cow, that fish is fat. Is that thing pregnant? Dang. I think my fish is pregnant. One of the green tetras, or not the green tetras. Dang, that thing's actually fat. Holy cow. That thing's pregnant. Baby green tiger barbs. Or mixed from the tiger barbs and the greens. I don't know. I think it's pregnant. Legit. I think that thing's actually pregnant. Hopefully the male will fertilize it. If it does, you guys will definitely be told about that. And I am hoping that none of the other fish start to eat the eggs. And if they do, if the babies do hatch, I might get a little net for them that sits at the top. That way they don't get eaten or sucked into the current with the filter. And that if that's the case and there are babies, I might also have to turn off the filter. Which might be sad because it might kill some other fish. But yeah, so that's probably gonna be a wrap for this video. I do want to say all of this together, I've spent over $200. This tank itself was a $100 tank at Myers. The rocks, $20, so $120 already. Then the plant, $14. This thing, $20. So 14. I'm just gonna round to 15. 20, 15, 35. 35 plus 100. That's already. It's already $150 plus anything else. The filter. Oh, I didn't have to pay for that. Why is it so expensive? I also got this net. It's probably a $7 net. $10 maybe. I also got a sticker to tell the temperature. You guys can't see. You guys can kind of see it, like right there. I don't know why this would be so expensive. Just not putting the pieces together. I think I got scammed. Kidding, I don't think I did. But plus the fish, I spent $80 the day I got my tiger barbs. Which are 6. They're $2 each. So math. And then I got my Pleco, which is $7. I know that's like, apparently that's a average price for a Pleco. But when I went to Pet Supplies Plus, where I got the red-eyed tetras, right there, when I got my Pictus catfish, he was $7. Makes sense, he's a catfish. But then the Plecos there were only $2-3, and I was like, and they're bigger than the one I had. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm up and getting one of those. So stay tuned, and if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification. What? Hit the notification bell. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!